my name is Brad Osborne with Team Osborne and Century 21, and you are watching my video resume. Hi, I'm so glad you could join me and watch my video resume. I really enjoy making videos just like these for people just like you to highlight my expertise in certain areas. But before we get to that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Brad Osborne. I work for Century 21 Sheets in Greenwood, Indiana. Now, Greenwood is a suburb just south of Indianapolis, and so we get a lot of influx in the Indianapolis market. So basically, if you look at a map, I work Marion County, which encompasses Indianapolis and all the donut counties. I live with my wife of close to 18 years. I'm a high school sweetheart. Her name is Cassie. She's a nurse at a local hospital. And my son, who's 11, going on like 25 or something of that nature, he's finishing up the 6th grade and heavily into Boy Scouts. And that's what I like to do on my off time, like camping, Boy Scout stuff, and things of that nature. My son has become a patrol leader in Scouts, and so that's really important to me that he learns the leadership skills that Scouting has for him. As for myself, I'm the quartermaster of that troop, keeping track of all the gear and making sure everything is neat and tidy. So, a little bit about myself. After graduating high school from Perry Meridian High School in Indianapolis, I decided to join the Army in 1998. And upon joining the Army, I was in the infantry, airborne, paratrooper, and assigned to a special ops unit. While at that unit, I was in charge of demonstrating raids and really training soldiers in the use of weapons and how to do tactical initiatives. After the Army, I decided to join the Johnson County Sheriff's Department, which is the local sheriff's department here in Greenwood. I joined there as a correctional officer for 2 years, and then I transferred to the 911 call center. I'm pretty much the realtor that's taken the most phone calls ever in a 7-year career working 911 for Johnson County. While there in the jail division, I was tasked out with helping train new correctional officers on policies and procedures. While in dispatch, I was also tasked after a few years in training those new call takers on proper procedures and how to make sure you control the conversation of the phone call. Controlling the conversation of a phone call is important in sales, and that's where I learned it in law enforcement. After leaving the sheriff's office and trying to jumpstart my real estate career in 2009, I failed miserably. So I went back to work at the Department of Corrections as a counselor in a work release center, counseling inmates, residents on how to start their lives back over again. After that, to real estate. In real estate, I got laid off from, let me back up, Edinburgh Police Department after Department of Corrections as a 911 call taker again for 2 years to finish up my perf retirement. After that, I got laid off due to consolidation of centers and not taking anybody from that particular call center. I decided to jumpstart my real estate career. Now, I got my real estate license back in 2007 when the crash happened, and I slowly took that income and built upon things and hopefully making the snowball effect, which I was able to do when I jumped into full-time. As a full-time realtor since 2013, I've averaged a little over $2 million in production every year with about 18 to 25 sides. First started working at Coldwell Banker, where I earned Rookie of the Year, and even working another job. Coldwell Banker then turned into Weichert. Century 21 Sheets recruited me from there, and since then my real estate career really has taken off through Century 21, proving that sometimes the brand makes a difference. If you're familiar with Century 21 Sheets, you know that we are in the top 10 worldwide in offices in Century 21. My particular office is in the top 20 for units produced in the country for Century 21. Century 21 Sheets does a little bit over $1.5 billion worth of real estate. So I'm very happy to be aligned with one of the strongest brands in real estate. Now, technology. I know you're looking for a trainer and a coach that knows how to use technology. Well, this is an example of said technology. Also, I like CRMs, but like everybody says, and the old facet goes, in 11 years in real estate, guess what? The best CRM is the one you use. My personal favorite, Realty Juggler. Been using it for a long time. I love the simplicity, the availability to do video, emails like BombBomb and drip campaigns and all that kind of other good stuff. Love it. As far as landing pages go, I use Prop2Host. They're effective landing pages that are geared towards Facebook and things of that nature. We also have a tech team here at Century 21 Sheets, and they've done some awesome things like that. Check out my Facebook page. The last home for sale I put got 5,500 organic looks with over 10% click-through rate. And honestly, I got so many leads from that, I couldn't even handle them. It was like 150 plus leads in 48 hours. It was crazy. So I'm getting in all that kind of good stuff. I also like using the Inner Circle. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's a real estate site. It's really good for memes and videos and some easy blog posts that I post on my Facebook page that are not normal. I don't like to be normal. That's my thing. I'm not your standard cookie cutter realtor when it comes to that. I really enjoy coaching. As you can see from my DISC profile, I'm kind of the guy in the office where newer agents flock to and they have questions. Now, unfortunately, because I'm not a managing broker or a sales manager, I usually say, you know what, you need to go talk to the sales manager when it comes to real estate transactional stuff. But I also like to help people set up their Facebook stuff and their Instagram and Pinterest. Pinterest is one of those things that is getting a lot of action right now. I also follow a lot of the sales trainers. I love Tom Ferry, obviously. I like Jared. He's a good guy. We've seen him. I believe he spoke at 121 this year, which unfortunately I was not able to go to this year, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. I just really enjoy helping people. My main focus in my own business is first-time home buyers. I really enjoy that market, which is why I'm able to do 18 to 25 transactions every single year, but not overwhelm myself with price point, because the average price point here in Indianapolis is around a couple $100,000, but I tend to work with lower income people just because that's my passion. That's what I do. I am a second generation realtor. My mother was in the business. I was that kid running around the real estate office, having a lot of fun, guys. I really enjoy this business, and I've enjoyed it since I've gone full-time, like I said, 5 years ago. I hope you consider me for the position of a coaching person. Like I said, I have a passion for it. I have good speaking skills, and I am not afraid to have awkward conversations. Thanks, guys. My name is Brad Osborne with Team Osborne at Century 21, and you've seen my video resume.